You know that feeling when you have something small to do? Reply to an email, put away your laundry, start a 5-minute workout, and somehow you still don't do it. It sits there for days, sometimes weeks. Not because it's hard, because starting feels hard. Today I want to show you a single rule that fixes this almost instantly, used by productivity experts and psychologists alike. The 2-minute rule. The rule is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. No scheduling, no planning, just do it right now. It was first introduced by productivity consultant David Allen in his book, Getting Things Done, and later popularized in a different form by author James Clear in Atomic Habits. Clear's version works like this. When you want to build a new habit, scale it down to a version that takes less than 2 minutes. Want to start a reading habit? Don't aim for 30 pages a night. Aim for reading 1 page. Want to start exercising? Don't aim for a full workout. Aim for putting on your workout clothes. The goal isn't the 2 minutes itself. The goal is removing the barrier to starting. To understand why this works, you need to understand why procrastination happens in the first place. It's not laziness. Research in behavioral psychology shows that procrastination is largely an emotional regulation problem, not a time management problem. Your brain isn't avoiding the task. It's avoiding the uncomfortable feeling associated with starting it. Boredom, anxiety, self-doubt, or simply the effort of switching from resting to working. This is where the amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, comes in. When a task feels big, vague, or effortful, your brain quietly treats it like a minor threat and pushes you towards something more comfortable. The 2-minute rule works because it makes the task so small that your brain doesn't register it as a threat worth avoiding. Let's make this concrete. Say you want to build a habit of journaling. The 2-minute version isn't write for 10 minutes. It's open the notebook and write 1 sentence. Say you want to eat healthier. The 2-minute version isn't meal prep for the week. It's cut up 1 piece of fruit. Say you want to clean your room. The 2-minute version isn't clean the whole room. It's put away 5 items. Here's the part most people miss. You're allowed to stop after 2 minutes. In fact, that's the point. You're not trying to trick yourself into doing more, although often you will keep going once you've started, because the hardest part was the beginning, not the middle. But even if you stop at 2 minutes every single time, you've still built the habit of starting, which is the actual skill you're training. Let me give you a specific example of how powerful this is. Imagine someone who wants to get back into running, but hasn't exercised in over a year. If their goal is run 3 miles, the size of that goal alone is enough to make them skip it entirely. But if their 2-minute version is simply put on running shoes and step outside, almost nothing is stopping them from doing so today. Once they're standing outside in running shoes, walking to the end of the driveway suddenly feels easy. And once they're at the end of the driveway, a short jog doesn't feel like such a leap anymore. The 2-minute rule doesn't force momentum. It just removes the one obstacle that was blocking it. The decision to begin. Here's where most people accidentally sabotage this rule. They turn the 2-minute version into a trick to force themselves to do more, and then feel like a failure when they only do 2 minutes. That defeats the entire purpose. If you did your 2-minute version every day for a month, but never once did more than 2 minutes, that's still a complete success. You've proven to yourself that showing up is not the hard part anymore. Over time, something interesting happens. The small action becomes the entry point your brain associates with a larger, more effortful activity. 1 page of reading often turns into a chapter. 5 minutes of putting on workout clothes often turns into an actual workout. So if there's one thing to take from this video, it's this. Stop trying to solve procrastination with more willpower, more discipline, or more motivation. Solve it by making the starting point so small that there's nothing left to resist. If this helped you, subscribe. There's a lot more to unpack. A lot more to